Mic check, 1, 2.
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google. It's easy to from the comfort of your home.
Yes. Are we ready?
Hey there, Kyle Dennis here.
Yes. All right. This is a quick test stream on the YouTube, so let's begin real quick. I know some of you have missed me. Some of you that are here, you, whoever, come on in. Welcome. Welcome to a quick broadcast. Going to be for about an hour. Tune in. Live first broadcast on YouTube. Just went ahead and hit the live button. We were waiting for an audio device to come into the studio, and now we're back. Now, this broadcast is going to be going in a completely different direction on YouTube. A lot of the stationary images that we are utilizing right now is old, but it's fine. What we got going on right now is we will be tuning in with a lot more production quality in the future. A lot more things that I've always talked about, that I've always stressed when I broadcast. So, what this means is that you are going to see the evolution of broadcasting on YouTube. Twitch, we're not going to be streaming on Twitch anymore. We're done with Twitch. We don't care about Twitch. We're going to be focusing on YouTube and other platforms. You know, we don't want to be held back by one platform and when we can stream on that one. We're going to be outsourcing our content to multiple platforms, i.e. Spotify, YouTube, Rumble, you know, Parler, Twitter, all these sources where the content will be shared the moment it goes live. Now, one thing I want to go ahead and talk about is that the content is going to take a different shift. And we're going to be having a lot of very outspoken, very strong, the word I like to say, conservative speaks, far left-leaning, far right-leaning, middle of the ground, independents, public speakers, gamers, everything that we can talk about politics. The broadcast is going to look a little bit different. You know, right now what we have is just the old school stuff right now. This is just an announcement. It's a live broadcast. I create a video, put it on the front page on the YouTube channel and say we're still alive, I'm still here, and I'm still wearing my beautiful suit. Now, what you probably don't understand is why we're doing this. Maybe you probably know why. Maybe it's just probably it's the right thing to do. Today's day and age, politics is very heavy right now. In gaming, in the world, everything. And people are probably sick and tired of politics. So instead of being political, it's more about speaking to people and understanding what people's thinking is and their logic. Let me change that a little bit. It's a little bit intense. So, also, it's my first time streaming on YouTube. There's going to be a lot of hiccups going in and out of the broadcast and trying to put this online. It's my first time doing it, so bear with me. I haven't done it. I haven't streamed in like probably a few months because I was waiting on some devices. I said, you know what, we're going to focus on the now and focus on what we got to do outside the broadcast. And we're also working on a lot of CGI. Like I promised this before that CGI was going to be part of the broadcast. But anyways, I haven't changed that one bit. Now, there's a lot I got to do in the future. This is popping up, that's funny. But there's a lot I got to do in the future. And it's a lot of work, but I can handle it. I just want to go ahead and create a video, you know, talk about what's going on with, you know, today's media, today's politics, today's conservative speak, to far left, to far right, and gaming as well. Yours truly has this passion for gaming. I love gaming, but I also have a true passion in dabbing into a lot of other outlets. See, I'm not just a gamer. I'm not just a person that plays games. I am very, very, very passionate about our country. I'm very passionate about the rules that was founded on our foundation of our country, the Constitution, the right to bear arms, the right to free speech, the right to speak your mind and say what you believe is to be true to your knowledge. And counter those that you believe are wrong, but not to fight them over it. But it's a debate, right? This is what I'm passionate about. I've always been passionate about, I don't like to say politics, but I've been passionate about our nation, our country, and the foundation that it was founded on. That's just where I'm at. And I think that being on some podcast that is blowing up, connecting with a lot of conservatives that are very big, I think that it'd be wise of me to get heavily involved into my broadcast YouTube channel and talk about these things outside of these connections with the people that I have recently. Now, I don't know if any of you guys noticed or anyone that's following or is watching it, and this is the video for then, for those that do tune in later, and if those that are watching now, thank you. But if those that are not, that watch this video later, this is for you to catch up. What's going on right now is that yours is not, I'm not streaming on Twitch. Twitch is my speak is too far left. There's no middle ground, and everyone is like very far left leaning, blah, blah, blah. That it's like if you say something that people don't agree with, you are canceled. My take on being canceled on Twitch, fuck them, suck my balls. I don't give a, I don't care. Did I say that on YouTube? I don't know. I don't care what people think when it comes to you wanting to cancel somebody, ruin their livelihood. You can't cancel the person you can't cancel someone that can't be canceled. In my opinion, it's like, well, that's what people say when they don't want to get canceled. It's like, no, you really can't cancel someone that doesn't really give a shit. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna go talk about me and my life, like who cares? So that's kind of what Twitch is. Twitch is a lot of people that are far left, and also me. And like, what I've learned in my career when I was on Twitch, before I came over here to YouTube, is that Twitch has been really about myself, and what can I gain from other people, and what I can do without building too much work, and let the work be built for me, and let them do the work for me. Like, that's kind of how I've seen a lot of people on Twitch that grew and got big over some small success, and then became big over one video game, instead of being naturally growing based off of your character and your personality and your work ethic and your quality and your content, which is great. That's my take on it. There's other reasons Twitch is far left to me, because people are going after your Twitter and your livelihood and your job and trying to get you to lose viewership, and people go into your chat and attack you on that. So Twitch is not one of those outlets I want to be. Plus, Twitch is very quick to ban you for like saying something dumb one time, like on a live broadcast. It's like it could be taken out of context. So that's another reason why Twitch is just stupid, in my opinion. Twitch is great in many ways that it has things to offer to broadcaster, but I think that YouTube has a bigger outlet of expanding your broadcast to the world. Instead, Twitch is like, oh, well, Twitch is more of the world. Like, I don't think Twitch is the best outlet for, in my opinion, conservatives, libertarians, and those that are very strong at a foundation of the fundamentals of what America was founded on. Conservatives, basically conserving the values of what America was founded on. Basically, freedom and the individual right to liberty. You, the person, the mother, the father, the brother, the sister, you have a right. You have rights, not right. You have rights to live how you want to live, and you can suffer the consequences of those if you choose the wrong path or you choose the right path. That is my take on it, and that's what I believe in. And that's also like a libertarian take. See, like I like to say that I'm a libertarian conservative. I believe in a little bit of liberal views, as i.e., you should smoke weed every day if it helps you get better if you have cancer. And some people are like, well, that's the devil's lettuce. I don't believe that. I believe that weed is good for you and can be bad for you, depending on who you are. It's your right. You can smoke it. You do what you want. It's your choice. As long as you ain't forcing it on somebody else. And there's other liberal views that I have. Like, you do what you want. No, as long as you don't murder somebody, you don't take them out and beat them. You do your own life. And you don't force people to do what you want them to do. You choose what you want to do with your own life. And that's the liberal speak. Conservative speak also is going on the roots foundation of, hey, you know what? I don't think this is morally right, because this is the outcome's going to happen, and that you are killing, it's like the pro-life approach, where I'm also a libertarian in a pro-life approach, but it's like I'm kind of more for pro-life, but then you take it to the context of like, well, if someone was raped, do you support pro-life? At that point, if they get pregnant, I was like, well, if they were raped, they were wrongfully raped and got pregnant through that by, then does abortion become a topic at that point. And that's when I go like, well, I kind of support that portion of abortion when someone gets raped evilly. Like, I'm talking about really bad, like beaten and stuff like that, like actual physical rape, and someone ends up pregnant because of it. That's where you lean towards like non-pro-life a little bit. That's that liberal view of mine. But I am very pro-life though. Like if you make a mistake and you got pregnant, then like, well, you gotta suffer that consequence, baby. You gotta raise that kid. Better plan up. That's my take on it. Anyways, you can do the best practice of safe sex. Don't have sex at all, or wear condoms, or and some people's like, well, birth control is like the other way. I was like, then wear a condom. That's my take. It's not hard. Strap up, motherfuckers. Now, going on top of that, I feel like me speaking about this probably might seem boring to people, but it's not going to be, because I'm an intense person. I like to talk about the things that matter to me, and it really matters because I want people to understand where I'm coming from. And there's going to be a lot of takes on this broadcast in the near future, where the channel is going to grow, and hope, people are going to see the growth substantially. I've seen it. I see how it works. It's not. And they think, some people like, well, you're going to grow because it's going to be a tunnel of echo chamber of everyone that listens to you. I don't like that. I want negative feedback. I want far left people on my goddamn channel. I want far right people on my goddamn channel. I want independent speakers on my goddamn channel. I want people to tell me their take, as long as when they get on here one day in the future, is that they're respectful to one another and me, because I'm gonna be respectful to them. And now if they can't, and see, my biggest take on people that are want to cancel people or want to get mad at somebody that speaks a different view, they don't want to listen because they have an echo chamber on themselves, which is far right and far left. If you can, in the middle ground, people tend to want to hear your opinion. It's like the most recent thing. Hey, let me hold that thought for a second, because I have an idea here. I'm gonna update something because I want to talk about this for a second. Hold up. I'm gonna fix something up real quick. Okay. I'm updating some things real quick. I am updating a few things here real quick. See if I can, there we go. Where was I? I do not know exactly where I was. I lost my train of thought, is what I'm saying. Updating a few things. Got it. So anyway, I think I remember where I left off, is that the idea today is that we're living in a day and age where people are watching the mainstream media too much, and I want to talk about that a little bit as well. The mainstream media today is the tool of truth for those that are watching it, when it is the tool of lies that becomes truth. Because in my opinion, when you tell somebody a lie continuously on the TV, they tend to start to believe it is the truth. Because that is, I can't remember who said it. I think something like Orwell, 1984 or something. And it's one of those books. I need to read it, by the way. It's continuously telling people something over and over to feed it to them, to make it become true, and telling the masses, and the masses agree on it, which doesn't make it true, right? And it's also something that people will use as an argument, which becomes a fallacy. A fallacy is using what people believe to be popular is truth to justify your argument, but in reality, that's a fallacy because there's no proven evidence, and that evidence you get from CNN or mainstream media, Fox News, or some other outlets, MSNBC, on these channels is your facts when it is far left-leaning facts without actually having right-leaning facts. Because there's no left, there's no right and there's no middle ground. It's only left, and that is the only truth, and that is what we need to be true. And we need you to believe it. And that's the mainstream media today. That's why, personally, I don't tune in to CNN or Fox News or MSNBC. I don't tune in a lot of these news outlets because they are brainwashing you to fucking believe the things that they're telling you. They pick and choose what they want to show you. They have somebody behind the computers and everything they want, and they try to know what appeals to you because you keep digesting it. What's funny is that a lot of people today are waking up to this bullshit. Like Fox News attacked a lot of conservatives. Everyone thought Fox News was a conservative thing, but it really actually wasn't. It was just a front for being conservative speaks and far right or middle ground libertarian speak, conversations. And it really wasn't. They were just a bunch of bull crap, just feeding off. When you do the research, and I don't mean doing the research off of CNN, and I don't mean doing the research off of ABC or MSNBC or your local news channel. I mean doing the research. Hello, Wannablon, how you doing? Doing the research on actual people that are providing living video proof evidence and all these extra things on top of it. Where you get your information from it should not be the media, where if the media is biased, you should not be going in your information from that. That's where I have tuned out a lot of mainstream media out of my phone. I don't even have the apps on there. I don't have any of that stuff on at all. Excuse me, phone was going off. How you been, Wannablon? How have you been? Now, this is my first time broadcasting on YouTube because it's a test broadcast, so stand by. But what I'm getting at is we live in the day and age of this is my thing right here. And this is where people are like, you're crazy. And see, this is where I'm okay with you calling me crazy. Because I believe in the Q jobs. Just live in a cave. Just live in a cave, easy life. You, Mr. Moon, if you want to live in the cave, not you, but individuals that want to live in the cave, can live in the cave and tune out. They can go right back to the Dark Ages. Doing well, never changed my name on YouTube. I noticed that. Good stuff. I have my name as Mr. New, but I am going to get close to getting at a 100 subscriber goal on here. As followers, people that tune in into my broadcast, we're going to get this gosh damn channel up to 100 eventually. We're going to get it up there. It's a brand new channel. It was created on the purpose of bringing everyone away from Twitch and, doing all that stuff. But, hold on. Let me hold that thought for a second. Give me a second here. We're going to do something real quick. I'm going to do one thing. Oh, you did say, oh, Mr. Moon, you're a Jackinator. Well, damn, boy, let me go ahead and add as a moderator. You are now moderator, Jackinator. How you doing? Welcome back. I've been broadcasting in a long time. Hold up. I'm trying to... There we go. So, where am I going at? Right over here. Where am I going over here? So where I'm going with this is that going right back to the mainstream media thing. I have turned off the mainstream media because I do not like tuning into the mainstream media anymore. Because this is the very first stream. I'm gonna go back to that. This is the very first stream of doing this. And eventually I'm gonna have a lot more planning how I'm gonna talk about this and have a lot of presentation on the video screen right here, right there. And I'm gonna have a lot of things to show you. I'm gonna pull up we'll switch up to this, do this little area here. We'll switch up, you know what I mean? But the reason why I'm saying this today is if you are watching the mainstream media, that's your choice. If you want to watch it, that's your choice. But I want to advise people to turn it off. It's your choice if you don't want to, but if you want some good advice, turn it off. Turn it off. We're talking Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, local news. Turn it off. Get away from your thought process of, you know, like if you're like left leaning, right, or far left. And and remember, this is a live broadcast, but this is also going to be a video. So those that tune into this video afterwards, and you know, you're left leaning and wants to kind of go right leaning, that might help you here, because I was middle left, kind of like slightly left, and then I started edging over to the right as I started turning off the media and start doing my own research that was unbiased, that was criticizing everything in the world, from CNN to Fox News to the president, to not criticizing him, criticizing him on certain takes, but also congratulating him. That's what, okay, that's not biased. He's like, oh, that's good. No, that's bad. Don't like it. That's good. That's good. No, that's like kind of like being unbiased. You like, you agree on many factors, but you also disagree on certain things. That becomes it becomes unbiased. If you literally agree on everything that someone says, you become biased. That's just literally, and if you disagree on everything that someone says, you become biased. That is a biased media outlet. If everything someone says on the media, like i.e., if I was the president, if I was President Stephen Smitley in 2030, right? Or 2028, whatever, right? I don't know. And everything I said, like this, I believe that we need to withdraw from the war now. And then someone takes what I said, he believes that we should not withdraw from the war because he doesn't want to. He's saying now, but he doesn't really want to, and they try to twist it into their own perspective, their narrative of what I said, and take my words and try to turn it into something else to the mainstream media, to their audience. That is like saying, I believe blue is the best color in the world, and it pisses off everyone else that likes red. Like, that's stupid. It's an opinion. You shouldn't get mad at it. Like, I like blue. Who cares? You like red? That's great. Doesn't matter. But then they take that, I like blue, and it says, well, you're a racist towards red. What? Does that make any sense? I hope it does. It's the same concept. You know, what's also funny is that when I came out broadcasting, when I came out from broadcasting and stopped broadcasting for like a few days or something, and something triggered me. It was a writing that pissed me off. Everyone's like, oh, is this what triggered you? That's what pushed you over the edge to want to vote Trump? You know, like to vote Donald Trump, like, right? This is what pushed you over the edge? God, you were already going to vote Trump. I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I was dealing with from the left side. I was like, no wonder I don't fucking deal with you people, because you guys are a bunch of fucking sensitive pussies. Like, everyone's sensitive. And there's far right people that are goddamn sensitive. Like, God dang it. Like, everyone's sensitive on every freaking side. Like, at this point, we've created a sensitive society of words that shouldn't even affect you. Political talk just fries my brain, especially American politics. It should fry your brain. Inspired by Mr. Noob, I am now Mr. Moon. I love it. Mr. Noob, Mr. Moon. Everyone, all of my moderators will be Mr. something. That would be hilarious. That would actually be hilarious. Everyone's like, you get all these people on my channel, and they're like, Mr. this, Mr. that, Mr. Noob. But it's been a while since I broadcast, so it feels like I'm new to this again. Like, I haven't broadcasted in a long time, and I know it feels weird to broadcast after like 3-4 months of not broadcasting. And like, you do this a lot. I was like, yeah, I do this a lot because I get busy in my life. That's why I don't broadcast like I usually do. I got a lot of things I gotta handle. But I want to make this a consistent thing. Also, I know I'm going off the tangent here. I'm going off the deep end. But I want to say that I am working on stuff right now. I have a CGI artist. We have designed some major CGI stuff for the new stuff that's coming out. We have a lot of things in the background being worked on. We have another year left of work, probably another year and a half. Think of it like this. It's a CGI that's being developed for like 2 years. It's a lot of CGI, a lot of it, up to 2 years. It can probably take 2 years. And I'll broadcast here and there, but then like once it's done, it's like full-fledged focus on streaming once it's released. There's no ETA, but the ETA could be announced. Like when I get near the end, I'm like, oh, ETA. It wouldn't even be like announced like that. It'd probably be like, hey, we're coming back to streaming this day. You know, like that's what we're gonna do. Gaming also has gotten to the point that I don't like gaming as much as I used to, because it would take away from my thought process, and I start putting that gaming aspect of things Oh, let me turn this down. The gaming aspect of things, and it made me like not want to focus. I wanted to talk about a lot of other things, but gaming, there isn't really a game out right now that you can invest time and money into. Oh yeah, Call of Duty's not a game I'm investing into. I invested like $10 into that game, technically speaking, or like $30, like coins, and like that game got annoying to me. I invested, actually, technically, I take that back. I invested in a YouTube editor, which I still have them, but like a YouTube editor that would edit my videos. But now I'm going to have. I still have him as an editor. I'm going to use him as an editor still when this channel takes off. YouTube is the way to go, though. It really is. Like, the growth is substantially very fast if you focus on it right. But it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. You broadcast, you bring awareness to it, you start going on the algorithm of live broadcast. People are going to start tuning into your actual broadcast as it starts happening on YouTube. Plus, I'm new to it. I got notifications on, but I don't know exactly if they work. Also, I noticed that Streamlabs has this, you gotta pay monthly for it now. Like, wait, what? $12 a month. Get Streamlabs Prime. You have all these awesome little things that makes you have notification pop-ups. Like, everyone's just burnt out playing games. 8 years ago, I would play till 5 a.m. Are you burnt out playing games as well? Mr. Moon, we're gonna start calling you not attacking it anymore. Mr. Moon, are you burnt out playing video games as well? Because if that's the case, it's not really your fault. It's the industry's fault for how they created games and made them burn people out. Because I think what it is, it's an overload. We have an overload of choices, and they're killing. It's quite a ball ache at this point to play games. It is. The only game I wouldn't get tired of playing is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I want to play it. I have not yet to play it because they still refuse to bring it on PC. It is too much effort because you're putting a lot of effort to be competitive. When sadly, there is no. Every game is trying to. It's like it's a remake or it's a. And I'm okay with remakes. Like, if they made a remake of Final Fantasy Tactics, I'd be cool with that as well. It is too much effort, though. I totally agree. I fucking agree with that, man. I believe that would be a... it's totally agree with that, man. Hold up a second. Let's see. Give me a second here. Anyways, what I'm going with this is that the game industry is drowning out the good games that were out before. Those games are not even fun anymore now because now you burnt out. And I believe it's the same thing with politics as well. Like, politics is drowning people out. People getting burnt out from politics, getting burnt out from video games. Because, like, I think what's going, I think we're taking a shift from eating too much. We're consuming too much entertainment to the point that we're tired of doing it, that we want to live life. And I think that is probably what's happening, and it's shifting towards that. And that's just my opinion. I'm tired of video games, but like, I actually like going outside. I like running. I like meeting new people. I like talking things in person. I like dealing with business. I like working on things outside that challenge me, that make me use my brain like so much, that makes me think that I have to figure out how to do it. It makes me want to figure it out. It's like I like the challenge in life. Like, gaming is not a challenge anymore. Oh, someone beats you in a game. Like, that's not really a challenge. You're sitting on a computer trying to compete against someone, right? You know what a real challenge is? Creating content, talking things, and entertaining people, but also really having everyone relate to you. Because now, not many people can relate to you in gaming if you're like the best gamer in the fucking world. Like, it's just not relatable. You know, I'm good at the game. I'm gonna watch you, but I can't be as good as him. I can't relate because I don't have that computer. Speaking of computers, I still have my 2080 Ti, and I want to buy a 3090. But like, do I even want to buy a 3090? Like, look at this. Like, how much is the 3090 today? Like, how much is the 3090? Hold on. Whoa. What is this? What is this? Hold on. What are they selling for? Let's see the sold items. 18, basically $2,000. $2,000 for a goddamn, the fuck? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me say Strix. I want to see what a Strix is. 390 Asus Strix. God dang it. All right, let me look at the lowest price real quick. Buy it now. Why are they saying this is $879? This is not $879. Prices are getting bumped up because people are vultures. And that's why, like, we limit it to two buys per customer. Let me go buy it now. I could buy a 3090 right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. So the cheapest RTX today is this. And this is not even the price of what it is supposed to be. This is a vulture right here. This guy is a vulture. This guy is the guy that buys it for $1,400 and jacks up the price to $1,000 and makes money off of it. This idiot right here is the problem with society. Like supply and demand, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yo, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Fucking makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Stupid. But the 3090 is like, it's expensive. So, like, I'm asking myself, like, do I even want to buy it? I have a 2080 Ti in my gaming rig that's still very powerful today. Like, it was the biggest GPU about 5 months ago, and then they came out with a 30. The 3080 is basically equivalent to the 2080 Ti, is what they're saying. And the 3070 is slightly close to the 2080 Ti, slightly. The 3090 wipes the floor. Like, hold on, let me double check this shit, dude, because I'm just curious. Yeah. Yeah, so it does sell for $1,500, $1,499. I want to get a PS5, but vultures again, bro. Look at that. The 3080 has more frames than the 2080 Ti. And then like the 3070, like the 3070 is $500. And it's literally yeah, it's weaker. So 3080 beats the 2080 Ti. Like, god dang it. Welcome to the world of selling your GPU just to recycle it to somebody else, just to recycle it again down the road and pass it down to someone else, so that someone else and someone else and someone else. Like, I personally, now I don't even see why I would get a PS5. The only reason why I would get a PS5 is so I can play Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, I can't even buy a PS5. Like, that's just the reality of it. Because it's sold out. Vultures. I'm not gonna buy one anyways. Vultures, bro. There's a bunch of vultures out there. They're eating everything up and they're taking everything away from us. Which bothers me like a mother. But that was what I was saying. As I was saying, I'm not going to do this broadcast too long, but I want you guys to know that I will be broadcasting on YouTube more often, slightly, just talking to people for like an hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour, like maybe 2 hours tops, depending on what's going on, right? But I believe, in completely off politics, I believe that I may get a 39 down the road, and the big time YouTuber have a stockpile of PS5s just in case. And the big time YouTubers, well, of course they have it, oh, dude. Of course they have a stockpile of gosh damn PS5s because they have the money and they're vultures. These are the type of people, because they have money in the world, they're greedy. These are like, I can have all the money in the world, I still buy one. I might buy maybe two on top of it, like 3 total, just to give away to somebody. Like, hey, I got 2 extra because I want to give them away. Like, wait, what? Like, yeah, I want to give them away. I want to give it to an unfortunate family or something. Like, I want to do something for someone. I'm not even doing a raffle giveaway. I'm giving it away to people that need it. Like, for Christmas. Like, I would do that if I was a YouTuber. Like, some YouTubers are probably doing that, but I guarantee, like, they're doing it, and they're holding on to a whole big stock. Like, I'm gonna sell it because I'm an asshole. Like, yeah, probably. Honestly, I personally probably wouldn't even buy it, then probably just buy one. And then buy an extra, like, just to give it away. Just someone locally. It's just me. Me? I'll say this: money doesn't move me. It never has. Money is every time I've gotten a lot of money from something, I invested it into something else. I never really spent it on myself. I've noticed, like, if I ever bought something, it would be of hard work and merit and ethic because I worked to get it with my own money instead of someone else's money. Because I feel like, yes, your work ethic is on YouTube and people are donating to you because it's your work. But like, I always felt that the money, if I got it from donations and stuff, I put it right back into my company, like my product or my series, which I would take that money and flip it right back and make it bigger. And I would never really care about what I had. It was more about, I want to hire people. I want to give people jobs. I want to be a CEO that cares, that really enables someone to grow and put food on their table for the kids and take care of them and let them have a better Christmas than most people in the world. Because not everyone's fortunate, and I want to be able to give people that are unfortunate a chance to be fortunate. That's my thinking, and that thinking will never go away. No matter how much money I have, I feel like if I had $1 million, like $1 billion, I'd be modest. I like, there's some things like the inside of me, like the kid inside of me. I'd buy me a Lamborghini. I was like, well, that's not modest. I was like, wait, hear me out. I'd buy me a $60,000 Lamborghini. Why? Why $60,000? They don't cost that much. Yes, they do. You can buy a Lamborghini for $40,000, wrecked, and make it a project car and build it up. You can literally spend like 12 grand to 15 grand and fix it up, and it costs 60 grand, and you now have a $500,000 Lamborghini that you built for literally 20 grand. Like, people are middle class is spending $70,000 on Teslas. I'm like, oh wait, who you drive? I'm like, dude, I'm more of a person that would not have to spend that kind of money. I want money to good use somewhere else. Like, yeah, I might buy this car, but like, that's like the same price of buying a used one. I mean, a new one. So if I really wanted something that was like a toy, I'd buy something to work on it myself. I'm a hands-on kind of guy. I never saw a point of dropping 500 grand on a car, $500,000. I'd go drive it, but I wouldn't buy it. I don't see my point in buying it. I do see a point in like putting that money towards good use. Like, hey, I got $500,000. I have a company. I have all this extra money. You know what? I'm gonna give some bonuses to people in my company, and I'm gonna send some people take people on vacation or something. I'm a giving person. I've always wanted to be a giving person because I've always given people things in life when I didn't have anything to give. It's kind of the way I was. Maybe it's just my thinking of life. Like to me personally, I get more joy helping people than helping myself. So you're gonna do the odd stream, or you blue balling us again? It's an odd stream. It's not like every day. There's no announcement. Like, I was gonna stream fully, but then I started investing into the CGI. I started working because remember, I was furloughed from this COVID bullshit. When I was from a company, I was furloughed, so it gave me time to stream. But my business started picking up. So I started focusing on my business. I had business meetings. I have a side business that I work on. I have a customer base. I have relationships with people that purchase my products outside and broadcast. So I do a lot of repairs outside. So I tend to focus on that because that is my money to survive. I can't just not work. It would make me go crazy on the inside mentally. It's just not my thing. But I will focus on broadcasting here and there. It's something that a few big YouTubers, like very big conservatives, are telling me you should start broadcasting. Start doing this. Some people are like, yo, why aren't you broadcasting YouTube? You have that voice, you have this, you have the look. Everyone's gonna watch you. Like, just start doing it. So here I am starting right now. There's no really big investment in it right now. Whoever shows up at the moment is just because this is where it is. It's starting off now. I don't anticipate me to be big today or have a lot of viewers or people watching me today. It's not something that I anticipate. But over time, I do anticipate it being bigger because I am now very well connected outside the industry with people in politics, people involved heavily in the government, people very heavily involved locally that care about America, people connected to Donald Trump, people connected to the people that make the world run. I've always, and I'll say this, I always saw myself as being somebody, being a voice in the world to basically guide people the right direction. Even if that direction is not the right direction at the moment, it eventually turns out to be the right way. Because it might not seem perfect. It might seem like it's not doable. It might not seem like it's the right direction at that moment because people want to like believe something's gonna happen around. It's like you got to go down this dark path in order to get to the end of the tunnel, to get to the light. Some people just want to go through the light path. They want to go the easy route. They want to have this handed to them. They don't want to work too hard to get to the end of the tunnel. You got to crawl through the mud in order to get to the end. You have to crawl through the mud. You got to go underneath. You got to go underneath the fire. You got to suffer a little bit just to get to the end. You know, people's like thinking like, well, we shouldn't have to suffer to get good. They're like, no, what that does, it builds merit. It builds ethics. It builds strength. It builds core values. It builds integrity. It builds focus. It gives you determination. It makes you really a better person overall, mentally, and it just helps you. And it also helps you where people can trust you, that they can trust you with the information they give you or the business they want to give you. Like this is the merit of life. Like if you do things easy, you can never handle the things the hard way. It's better to do things the hard way, because when you do things the hard way, the things that were hard become easy, and the things that were easy become stupid easy. They're just like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. That's too easy. I want a challenge. And then that's where I've gotten connected with people in the government industry that are broadcasters. I connected with Hotep. He debated Lupe Fiasco recently. I was on the podcast with Subtweet This with Gothics. I was with there's local people I connected with, like Shane Hassel. He's a libertarian that ran for office. Like Rand Paul was on his broadcast, connected to all these people I'm like getting closer and closer to. And honestly, my objective in life is to really be that voice that speaks to people. And I am very, very passionate about our country. And I think a lot of that passion has came not because of my family, but it's came because of the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps has taught me so many values and love for our country that it's made me love my country more than it has ever been. And it's made me angry at the people that are running it, that are like evil, corrupt, all these things. That's why I'm now heavily involved in this side of the aisle of broadcasting. Now, Mr. Noob is my name. Godfather of Gaming will not be the title of my channel anymore, obviously. I will game, but it would be Godfather of Talk. The Godfather of not politics, like the Godfather of Talk, like the Godfather of something. It might not even be the Godfather. It might just be Mr. Noob. And there, that's it. You know, who knows? G4OG is gone. I'm focusing on that. And that's kind of where I'm at now. Like I'm not really like 100% certain where the direction is going to be, but that's where I'm going to be. So, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there because I just wanted to really work my ass off to get there. You know what I mean? Like I really I feel like there's so much more to life than just gaming and, you know, getting heavily involved and doing things for yourself. I think that it also goes like religion. Like I'm not a religious person. I don't believe in religion. I believe in like, you know, faith, like having a relationship with God. You know what I mean? Like have an actual relationship. So in my opinion, I want to impact the world through my voice, through me helping others physically. I want to be the one that rolls up his sleeves. If I'm in a suit somewhere and somebody is on the ground and they're in the mud, I get the mud on my suit and I take them out of the mud. They're like, why would you do that? You're all super clean. I'm like, this is replaceable. This is replaceable. You are not. I run and take someone out of the mud with a suit on. I jump in the mud, get dirty. I wouldn't care, because this right here is replaceable. This right up here, all this right here, us, we're not replaceable. That intelligence, the being inside of us is not replaceable once we lose it, physically or mentally. And it takes a lot more work to bring us back from that mental, the mental capability if we lose it. And what that means is people like far left that will never believe anything like Donald Trump or anyone on the right says. They're now beyond the echo chamber of their own voices. They're now in an echo chamber of a box that's so small that nothing can get inside. That is not where I want to be in life. And that's what I'm trying to help people get out of. That's just my opinion. But what's cool is I do like the chat thing on here. I do not know how to do everything on YouTube. I have one question for you, Mr. Moon. What does the quality look like to you? Like, how's the quality? Like, what does it look like? Like, how does it feel to see this live now on YouTube? Like, does it look better? Is it instant? Is it like, I don't really know, but like, does it feel instant? Is it instant at all? Like, I just been curious because I've never done this on YouTube. It's the first time. I don't even have notifications, actually. I think I do, but I have like one set up. I don't even think it's like if someone subscribes, like they subscribe to the channel, and then they have like a subscribe again for like money, which is weird. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me see. Probably a little lower quality than you had on Twitch. Yeah, that is the latency. That's the latency they I'll let you have. I wonder if I could. You know what? You know what it is? Hold up. I'm not at 60 frames per second. There we go. There we go. I think I fixed it. All right. All right. So am I live again? Am I live again? I mean, I don't know what's going on. There we go. I think we're good now. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hold up. Is it working now? Yes. So is the quality better? Is the quality better? I'm at 60 frames per second now. Apparently, when I switched my settings, I had it to 30 frames per second. My video bitrate was at 2,500 kilobits per second, which is not where I'm ever streamed at ever. And I usually have my encoder at hardware, and it was at software. It's now at hardware, which lets me now my quality's there like crazy. And now I'm at 1080p, which is what I was trying to get it at. But I don't know what. I mean, I don't know if you're able to watch it at 1920. Looks good now. Oh, cool, cool, cool. I don't know. I didn't know this was a problem. Like, I'm still new to this. Like it says stream help, like warning. Wait, what are you doing on YouTube now, boss? What's up? What's up, Talon? Yes, we are streaming on YouTube. Aren't you on Twitch? No, we're on YouTube now. We're just messing with YouTube right now. This is gives me a warning label, like good connection. Like that's funny. Like good connection. Like good connection. It's like instead of an excellent connection, YouTube wants you to stream at 720p, which is like, I'm assuming like if you're not a partner YouTuber, you're like you'd be like, I don't know. Hey, it says I got an excellent connection now, so it's fine. I'm at 1080p. That's all that matters. Anyways, so I've been streaming for like an hour anyways. But what I'm getting at here is that where I left off. I forgot where I left off. I completely forgot about it. I forgot about it. By the way, welcome back, Talon. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel again. I had no idea that I had those settings off like that. And also, this video may save itself. It may not. I don't know how it works. Hopefully, I figured that out too. I don't know how that works, man. This is the weird thing. Very odd. But hey, I'm still new to streaming again on another platform. I remember when I first streamed on Mixer. Mixer is dead, by the way, because they messed up by buying people when they could have like. They probably would have had a better deal if they would have bought, like, actually, like, purchased individuals that were smaller and had a bigger payout. Pretty sure it goes to playlist when you stop. I think so. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Who knows? What I'm getting at here. Oh, yeah. So, again, new broadcasts on this channel on YouTube. We are, how do I say this? We are 32 subscribers away from the channel to 100, which will let me have a custom YouTube link. So if you are watching right now, or you just tune into my channel for the first time, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so we can get that number up, so we can get that custom link and get it focused on this channel, and we can start getting the custom link on here. The custom link will not be Mr. Noob because someone already has Mr. Noob on YouTube. But I do have a few ideas. It would not be probably associated with Mr. Noob at all. We'll probably change the name down the road. We are Mr. Noob, but the channel name will be something different. So make sure you subscribe. So for now, it brings the Mr. Noob, blah, 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 as a channel, but we will obviously figure out what we're going to call it once we hit 100. So, yeah, patience. Please make that Euro Mr. Noob loves Mr. Moon. Oh, yeah? How much you going to pay me, huh? How much you going to pay me? A lot of money, eh? A lot of money. Speaking of which, hold up. You can always put good old Tony in the name. Hey, Tony Montana. You know what? That'll be great. That'll be great. Let me see. That'll be great. Hey, okay, I see what's going on. So now that I increased the quality, the viewership has gone up a little bit more, which is weird. I don't know. I wonder if you can see who's in the chat. Like, I'm just curious. Like, if you can watch people in the chat. I'll get you signed up. I'll get you signed up to make a wish program. Yeah, make a wish. Hold up, I'm trying to. That's weird. How do I remove this? Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Bye. Blah blah blah. Dude, I'm still new to this whole entire system. Like this whole chat. It's a little bit smaller. I don't like how small it is, but I guess I'll work it out. Hey, but anyways, like I was saying, make sure you follow the channel. Like, not follow, subscribe. Subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube now. If you have not done so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We're 32 subscribers away from 100. That's going to enable us to get the link unlocked, which will also help me, start moving forward with the channel. The growth will probably be substantially faster than what once we hit like 100, it probably start growing more and more and more, because it takes time to build these channels up from the ground up. Like we went from 0 and got up to 68. And then we're moving forward because we're not telling everyone on Twitch, like, hey, we're over here on YouTube. Like, I don't care about telling everyone where I'm at. We're just creating a straight up organic growth following from YouTube itself. If you magically been following me from Twitch and you tune in, that's a different story. But we're just literally going to be focusing on YouTube, and it's like from here on out, live stream on YouTube. Maybe we'll stream on Twitch one day. Who knows how that would be? But like me being partnered on Twitch will not allow me to stream on YouTube at the same time. So screw Twitch right now. Screw it. I don't really have too much love for YouTube either, because I'm a very outspoken, edgy broadcaster. I would say edgy because I tend to curse a lot. I tend to speak my mind. I'm not afraid to speak my mind. That's just how it is. So hopefully this channel is not for those that get easily offended. Okay? I'll just say that right now. It's not for those that get easily offended, because I speak on views that I really believe in, and I really hope you understand that it's not to offend you, but it's to wake you up to reality. Reality is the world doesn't think like you, and you need to learn to accept that. Sadly. So I'm like,
fuck you, Mr. Noob. I'm gonna think the way I want to think, I'm gonna do what I want.
Pretty much. And I'm gonna cancel you on top of that. It's kind of how it is in the whole world of politics. Get canceled if you don't support the right politician. If you don't support the right politician, you get canceled. Goddamn cancel ass mother. Like, suck on my. Where's a good old fat you? Oh wait. You mean like? Hold up. The good old day. Back in my day, we used to run, when people talk shit, we used to take them in the background and we beat their ass. Yeah. I still have the faces. Oh, wait, do I got this one? Oh wait, that's that one. No, like that's the poke champ. Like, oh, like this one's suspicious. Like, man, you acting kind of suspicious, you motherfucker. That one, and then just shake it. I got a lot of faces in here, man. And I got one that like zooms in on my face, like hit a button, like God dang it, like oh shit. What's up, Jay? Yo, what up, brother? What's up, Jace? Is that JT? Is that Jason Wash? How you doing? What's up, man? Is that JT? Is that JT in the goddamn channel? Everyone's like, oh my God. Everyone's like, Mr. Neil, we fucking missed you, bro. We heard that you got canceled on the internet and that you lost your partnership with Ava Media because you came out and supported Donald Trump. I'm like, look, bitch, I support who the fuck I want. The one and only, the godfather of gaming. What happened with old crew, Esto, Slaxus? Slaxus, he's a friend of mine. Esto does his own thing. I don't really pay attention to everyone. Hey, we got us some. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Stand by. I'm gonna open something up real quick. And stand by. Hold up. We're gonna open something up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. When I do like politics stuff, talk conversations, I'm gonna have to cut down the curse words from down on. You know what I mean? Hold up a second. Stand by. We're gonna close this off. There we go. All right. Let me. Okay, here we go. Wait, that's not it. Wait, what was this? All right. You know what's going on today? Just letting you know. Y'all you got about watching yours truly, Mr. New, with the gosh damn conservative speak, politics, gaming shit, politics, talk shit, on the goddamn YouTube! Cause you know why? Because we're gonna turn it up with some conservative speak, some MAGA 2020 motherfuckers. I don't know what I'm saying here, man, but anyways. Yo, but seriously, on real talk though, you guys gonna enjoy me again when I start getting back here. But I want you guys to know that I do miss broadcasting. My ass has been busy. So some of you are like, where the fuck have you been, Mr. New? Like, I have been everywhere. But here. Anyways, I need to stop cursing before I get my ass banned on YouTube. YouTube's like, hey, strike one! End up with, before I hit 100 subs, I get banned. I'm like, yep, that's the way to do it, man. That's how you get banned on YouTube. That's how you piss a lot of people off. Man, what was I saying earlier? Drunken forgot about him. Oh, Drunken Rican? Drunken Rican has miss you, boss. Hope you've been good, man. I am good. We will be broadcasting a lot more on here. We actually are how do I put this? We're gonna be focusing on a lot of politics and a lot of gaming conversations. We're gonna be having people talk with me on the broadcast and talk to other people. It'll probably be a shit show too, because like it'll be live. Everything will be live, and like conversations will be live, debates that are live. Like, bro, and like people do their research. Some will do like, and I'm like, oh, did you get that information? Like, where'd you get that information from? CNN. I'm like, I'll probably be laughing my ass off if someone got a lot of their information from CNN. If they were like coming to debate with me, I'm like, you really got your information from CNN? Here, let me get so and so real quick. Go here. Here. This is for you. This is the white towel. Throw it to you. I throw it to you, and you need to use it yourself. Wipe that shit off your face. Pretty much all the people that we get on their information. Some of you probably in the channel like, wait, I get my information from CNN. I'm like, then you need to turn that shit off. They're brainwashing you right now, man. Okay, I'm gonna say this. If you are watching mainstream media right now today, if you are watching Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, any affiliates of, you know what? If you're watching CNN and the affiliates, I'm gonna fucking show you guys. Like, let me show you how biased CNN is. All right, so let's find out. CNN is owned by CNN owner Turner Broadcasting System. All right, Turner Broadcasting. Let's see what Turner Broadcasting owns. Let's see what they own. Because Cartoon Network, Turner is like, dude, we talking, I'm gonna say this shit, we talking deep state shit. We're talking like QAnon, like, I'm not QAnon, deep state motherfucking evil, hates QAnon people. We're talking CNN hates Donald Trump, hates conservatives, hates your free thought, wants you to think like them, wants to brainwash your ass, CNN. And all their sub companies they own. So we're gonna find what they fucking own. International. Because remember, Turner Broadcasting owns CNN, right? Like, this, like, the company is like, it's like all this shit. And there's like so many sub companies after sub company after sub company. It's ridiculous. Turner Broadcasting, parent organization, Warner Media. There you go. There you go. Warner Media, right? So let's kind of see where they're involved. HBO, Warner Brothers, HBO, you know, like TNT, True TV, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Cinemax, like all this is brainwashing you. Newsmax is kind of makes me I'm a little iffy, Jason, about Newsmax. I'm a little iffy with them because they've started saying some things that made me like, that's what CNN would say. Kind of make me very, very like, they're very suspicious. They're acting very suspect. The people that I would tune into is other OANN. Hold up. OANN, One American News Network. I would tune into these guys. Very unbiased. Everyone's like, they're biased because it's far right. I was like, no, it's not. If you actually watch the shit they show, they don't edit things out. They show it and they give their take on it, but they don't try to direct you away from what the thing is. They try to tell you the truth. But where did politics come from, boss? I remember you always being focused on video games, streaming life lessons, but barely good about politics. All right, so, Charlie, let me answer your question real quick. So, yours got involved heavily in politics recently is because let me change the music real quick. I'm gonna dive into this. So anyone that's new, if also, by the way, if you're new and you just came across my channel on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are literally we are 31 subs away from 100, which will allow me to get a custom link for you guys to remember, like youtube.com/like Mr. Noob, but Mr. Noob is gone. But / like an idea, like youtube.com/Mr. something, or like Mr. Noob or Mr. Noob, whatever, like whatever I want to put on there. It would get you to my channel directly instead of some long ass URL that you have to click on. You would just like remember it on YouTube. You just type in the name. What I am saying, what got me involved in politics recently was I came out recently supporting it wasn't supporting Donald Trump. I was leaning towards wanting to vote for him, but I did not. I did vote for him, but like I wasn't going to vote for him at the time. Deep down inside, rooted inside of me, before I was ever heavily involved in like gaming and like online broadcasting and all this stuff, right? I was in the Marine Corps. Everyone knows I was in the military. I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years. You know, I went to war, and I have principles that I believe in, and my family has principles that they believe in. And a lot of those principles were work ethic. You work hard, you get better. You get further in life if you work hard. If you work harder than the person next to you, and you show and you're honest and you have morals and you have morality behind that work, you don't cut corners, you're going to create a better path for your future and your life and your kids and so forth, so forth. And that morality has been instilled in me even stronger in the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps has made me really strong in believing and supporting our Constitution and our right to individual liberty. Basically, you make those choices in life. You either get far in life or you don't, based off your work. And everyone's like, well, that's messed up. Capitalism is like putting you down. Like, capitalism is great and it's bad at the same time, just depending on how you take it. But and I'm going to the story of how I came out supporting why I'm doing politics now, is that what happened is that I started watching the rioting happen to innocent people throughout our country. Like, I've been seeing riots happen throughout our country through like years, but it wasn't as bad as this year. This year became a Marxist movement. Like, Black Lives Matter is a racist movement. Literally, Black Lives Matter is a racist movement. People don't want to understand that. They like, it's not, because it's a narrative that focuses on an individual black person that was killed, that was wrong, but not focusing on the black people that are killed in very poor neighborhoods by other black people, where the crime rate is higher in black neighborhoods because of poverty amongst other black people. They're not focusing on those people because they don't matter. And what pushed me to comment on that was the moment I said, you're not supporting black people by destroying their businesses and rioting in neighborhoods when you're traveling across town, destroying these people's lives. That started to piss me off more and more, but I didn't say anything. Then eventually they started bringing these riots to peaceful circulations of, peaceful congregations of people that were just sitting outside having dinner. The moment people cannot sit outside in peace with their loved ones just to get out and get away from work, to live their life in peace from having a 9-to-5 job and going out with their family to have dinner with their kids, and you have people rioting and telling you to leave, was what broke the camel's back. Because at that point, you started attacking innocent people that are not even associated with you, with the situation. You're now becoming Marxism. You're becoming communism the moment you start attacking innocent people, and if they don't agree with you. It is this one-way thinking that makes you believe that you are right and everybody is wrong, which is evil, in my opinion. So I commented on it. I came out and said, I'm sick and tired of you guys harassing people. I'm sick and tired of you harassing kids, harassing innocent children because they wear a MAGA hat, and making these innocent people cry. And that's when I started getting pissed off on the inside. And I said, these motherfuckers, this is what they are. These motherfuckers, and because these people that are doing this, they're motherfucking children. And I don't mean like actual children. These guys are like 25 years old, wearing masks, hiding themselves behind black fucking shirts, when majority of the people that are doing Black Lives Matter movement is white people that live in suburb neighborhoods with their parents that never fucking beat their ass and disciplined them. That's my opinion about it. And that is literally what it stirred up the pot. So I came out and I said something. And because I said something, I lost followers instantly on Twitter from all the Twitch fucking streamers that were friends with me. I got betrayed, had people backstab me, big time streamers like, fuck you, Ninja, like Ninja, because he supports Black Lives Matter, because it's a cool cult movement at the time. But they never really did the research, because if you do the research and stop watching CNN, and you look into it, that it's actually supported and funded by George Soros. But everyone's like, that's a conspiracy theory. Oh God, the first mistake that the deep state ever did was started doing their shit on the internet and giving people downtime during COVID to stay home. People are gonna start doing research. And they're not gonna go to CNN or Fox News or MSNBC to find that information. They're gonna go to the deepest end of the internet and find out the truth. Because that's what we now have is downtime. And this is the story how it got me just to start speaking politics. Is then when it got me, when I lost my partnership with Ava Media, because I said, you know what? Fuck Black Lives Matter, the movement. Fuck Antifa. It's not an idea. I lost my partnership because I said, I don't believe in this. I don't believe in this because it's racist, it's evil, it's wrong, and it does not support freedom, and it hurts people. It creates havoc amongst a society of free people. It is the boy that cries wolf over and over and over again, except there is no fucking wolf. Because of that, I lost friendships. I started speaking politics, and it woke me up inside. It's like, I defended this. I went to war for this bullshit, for people to cancel me, to like say that I can't do this anymore. I can't speak my mind without worrying about being canceled, because that is fear. That you care more about your livelihood, and then instead of caring more about your children's future is what you should worry about. Because you're not going to live on this world 60 years from now. It's going to be your kids and their kids suffering in pain because your dumbass will stand up. Because you're comforted by the media to stay home. Fuck that. I'm going to raise my kids to be fucking warriors. I'm going to raise them to stand up and to fight back the bullies. I'm going to raise my kids to stand up and not be afraid some idiot says some stupid words to them and they're going to get offended by it. That's not how I'm going to raise, I'm not going to raise my kids to be scared of words. Like, it hurts me. I'm sorry, son, it hurts you. I'm sorry, daughter, it hurts you. But you need to listen to me, that these are just words, and these people don't know what they're saying, and you shouldn't let it affect you because you're better than them. These are nothing. This is nothing. Nothing. It does nothing to you. It impacts you mentally. Don't let it. Grow past it. Do better than them. So then now I came out and I spoke about it. I lost my partnership. I lost a lot of followers. I lost I think 2,000 followers within a time span of 1 week, and it kept dropping. I think I lost about 7,000, I don't know, up to 7,000 because I was growing while I was losing. I was losing I was losing followers while I was gaining followers. And you know what followers I was gaining? People that actually agreed with me. People that believe in morality. With Twitch, no. With Twitter. I was gaining more people that believe, and it's not that they thought like me, because I know that not everyone thinks like me, but they supported what I was speaking about. And that is literally what happened. My followership on Twitter was going down very fast. And then it started going up again, and it started going down again. And it started going up again, started going down again. And I think I got the 22.8 followers one time, and now I'm back to my 23.4, 23.3 K. It's not a lot, but I don't really care about the numbers, but I pay attention to data. And I started getting a lot more followers from conservatives. I started getting more people that supported what they believe, because I came out, I put my face right in front of the people. I put a face in front of people. I literally put myself out there and say, no, I am not going to stand for this. No, instead of hiding behind an avatar and being because to me, some people hide behind avatars and they're conservatives, that's their right. If they have family, these people are afraid. Not that they're not afraid, they don't want to go too far because they probably have a livelihood and they don't want to lose their job. I can understand some of that. You have kids to feed, you don't want to get politics involved in your job, whatever. But people like me, I put my face out there. I put my voice to my face so people know that this so-and-so, this is what he looks like. When he goes into public, there's so-and-so right there. Go after him. Because I'm not afraid of that. I fought that. I went to war for that. I defended my right and your right to speak. I didn't join the military to be afraid. I didn't join the military to have money. Because if I wouldn't have joined the military for money, I would have joined the Marine Corps. If I wanted a lot of money in my life, I would have never joined the Marine Corps. I would have joined the Air Force. I would have joined another branch. I would have joined the Navy, the Air Force, the Coast Guard. If I wanted to have it easy, I would have joined other branches. I didn't want it easy. I didn't want life to be easy. I wanted it to be difficult because I wanted to be able to get through things that are way more difficult in life. And what I learned through the Marine Corps is that if I can get through war, I can get through anything in life. And at that point, I sat down with myself. I was like, I'm coming out and I'm voting for Donald Trump, you motherfuckers. And boy, I pissed off a lot of people. People try to cancel me. They call me racist, bigoted. They call me a Marxist. They call me a commie. They call me all these things. And all they did, they had no idea how much I did. It's not even a support, how much it wasn't supporting Donald Trump. It was supporting the foundations of what America was founded on. It was not founded on racism. People like, well, America was founded on racism. Like, no, I get it how that we have a really bad history. We do. I agree. I will agree with some of these people saying, well, America had racism. Yes, they did. It was evil, what we did in the past. But we are the ones that are living that. People evolve and change. People get better. They literally get better if they put their mindset that way. But we're always too focused on racism. We're always focused on the past instead of moving towards the future. And that's what pisses me off. So that's why I got into politics, because I now have a voice. I've created a voice. I've created a very strong voice in speaking and talking to people and getting my point across and have passion with it. After present politics, I stopped checking Twitter. It's bad for your mental health. It is bad for your mental health if you don't have the capability of dealing with it. Some people, it's like going into the battleground, right? You go into the battlefield, and the battlefield is Twitter, right? Twitter is your battlefield. It is literally the war, the battle is happening. You're in your tent, you're ready to go, and you bring your weapon. Your weapon is your mouth, right? Your weapon is your mouth. Your rifle is your mouth. Your thoughts. The enemy is their mouth as well. And they have swords, which is like the negative words. They have like bullets of negative things. They look for things to attack you. They look at your face. They want to attack your face. You got to go in there with a mindset that you know this is what they're going to do, and you should learn how to ignore it. It's not. We have a tendency, and it's a mental capacity to want to look and pay attention to the negative things instead of the positive things. I don't know what it is with us like that way, but I think that it's something that we need to do. Sorry. And I think that that's where I come in with, like, you have to have the mental talent. You have to have the mental capacity to deal with these things. Some people don't. I think a lot of that mental capacity is like, for one, I think I know why I have the mental capacity to dealing with it. Most of it is because I had so many negative things said to me in the Marine Corps. Like when I was a low-ranking PFC, when I was like a Lance Corporal, when I was in boot camp, when I was a recruit, like the drill instructors would literally like just yell at me and like call me the worst things ever. Like, you skinny son of a, they'd find things that piss me off to challenge my my mental capacity. And as times got stronger, as the days went by, I started getting used to them yelling at me, and I was learning to ignore it, but focusing on what they were trying to tell me was the proper things they were trying to tell me. And eventually you get stronger at that. And I think that a lot of Marines have capabilities of doing things like that. Hold up. A lot of information isn't useful to me. A lot of information isn't useful to anyone. Information can be really good and bad for you, depending on what you're intaking. I think that the information that we have out today in the political spectrum of the world is very bad on both sides, because we are not coming to a middle ground. But I now realize, and this is where I'm gonna come in with the QAnon, like things like QAnon talk. Like I believe a lot of like people like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. I'm like, well, a lot of things that they have predicted has come true so far. A majority of it. Not everything is perfect with QAnon. I learned that, but a lot of QAnon has came true. A lot of it. A lot of this stuff that we're dealing with today, they predicted because they planned for it. I believe a lot of people that are in QAnon are military people that are secretly working in code on the internet to each other, and planning things, and it's like giving it out to the people to wake up other people around the world. And the world is part of that QAnon, like millions of thousands or millions of people are QAnon, where they are working together to take down the deep state in the world. They're sick and tired of it. They know what's going to happen. See, here's my take on this. if we do not take back our country soon, the world is going to end. I don't mean the world physically is going to end. We're all going to be forced. I won't be forced. I'll die. I'll fight. Trying. I'll die trying to save my people near me. I will not bow down. I would not go on my knees and sacrifice my freedoms over someone else. I'm not. Like over the evil. That's what I'm trying to say. If people don't realize this, they're like, oh, this is conspiracy. This is not conspiracy. If you're not seeing this right now, if you're not seeing what's going on in the world, if you actually turn off the Fox News and CNN media and actually look at what people are posting on their phones, on the internet, you're going to see that the world is fighting right now. The whole world is really angry with what's happening. They are locking down the world, and the world is riding against it. And then you have the people that are inside, like, they're not wearing a mask. These are assholes. No wonder COVID is doing this. No wonder COVID. Like these mask people that care about their masks. You should be wearing a mask because you're super spreaders. Dude, the world doesn't fucking care about a fucking virus if you are living to hide. We lived with viruses and diseases all our life and got to this point. Why are we so afraid of something that's 99.9% death rate? I mean, survival rate, excuse me. It's stupid. The world is waking up. And now people are fighting back. And we're not talking like hurting people. They're fighting back. They're like, no, we're not going to stay in our homes. We have children that need to learn. Like what they're trying to do is impact the children to make the children obedient. A lot of people that are wearing masks today, people that wear a mask in their car by themselves, are the ones that are controlled by the media. I kid you fucking not. Look, and you can tell who is controlled and brainwashed. If you see someone in their car by themselves, or with someone in the car together with their mask on, driving on the highway, I bet my money on it that they are watching Fox News and CNN. That they're more likely watching CNN more than anything. I bet my money on it. And they probably got a Biden-Harris sticker on the back of their fucking car. You think I'm joking? I am not joking at all. You'll see these people because they are brainwashed. They are not far gone. They're not far gone. They're not far gone, but some of these people are far gone. Some will be, a majority of them will not be, but it is going to take something drastic to wake them up. And what drastic will come in January 20th, January 5th. I think it'll be January. All right, so here's my prediction. This is where I come with Q-Anon. I think around January 5th or in early January, we're going to start seeing things in December. Like middle of December, we're going to start seeing some crazy shit happening. And around January, you're going to see some, it's my opinion, it's just a thought that I think, this is what I think is going to happen. You're going to see some major public figures going on national television admitting their crimes. What they did to the media. We're talking like on national broadcast, like the emergency system. Admitting what they've done. Admitting the things they did. And the whole people that would watch CNN or Fox News, they're not forced. They can turn it off, but these people are tuning in like, what's going on? They're going to see that all these people were lying to them the whole entire time. And it's going to fucking freak people out for a few days. They're going to be people crying. People are going to be like really upset. They thought they trusted the media. And they're going to realize like all this stuff that's been happening was secretly a secret society that's been trying to rule the world as they wanted a ruling class and a working class and a poor class to work for them, to take care of them. If you don't see, if it's literally like a lot of things in the movies. Like one thing I saw is like Time. There's a movie called Time with Justin Timberlake where you live forever. You're immortal, but you're not if your time runs out and you die. And your currency is your life, and you pay with your life, time. You pay with time off your body. You have physical capabilities. You're still natural. You can still die naturally, but you don't die of any disease. You won't grow old. They solve the problem with that. So, what happens is that there's only two classes. There was the rich and the poor. They got rid of the middle class. And in order to get to the rich, you have to be so filthy rich, you have to pay with your life. And in order to get across through these barriers to get to the rich. That is literally what I think they're trying to do. It's like, oh, that's just conspiracy. Like, I fucking, you think I'm joking? It's like, oh, that's some Alex Jones shit. No, I'm not. That's not some Alex Jones shit. This shit's actually right in fucking front of you. You just gotta wake up and see it. You gotta turn off the media, start seeing what they're doing. This mass vaccine for the world, what they're trying to do is, you can't fly if you don't take it. You can't use your money out of your bank if you don't take it. You think this is not fucking happening, but it is. So people don't want to fucking wake up to it. They don't. So like, it's not too late. I think it's not too late because I think a lot of people are fighting right now secretly. That's why there was they're not telling on the media, but there was 5 American military members, soldiers, Army, Special Forces, what they said, and they died in Frankfurt, Germany, retrieving Dominion servers in Germany for our U.S. election, and a CIA operative died in a crosshairs. It was CIA and a military fighting each other, but we got the servers, and we won, and they backed off. A CIA operative died, and Sidney Powell confirmed it, that this is what happened. There is literally a war right now happening secretly that no one's realizing this right now. There is actual fucking war right now. A secret war happening right now as we speak. Fighting to retrieve information to protect America. Because here's what's going to happen. Exactly, Pedro, exactly. You can't apply for a job if you don't take the vaccine. You can't get a bank account. You can't even use your money, from what I understand. You can't even fly. This shit is being fed in front of you. And everyone's like, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Because the people that are saying that's perfectly fine are the people that would sell a little bit of safety for a little bit of freedom. But in reality, they're selling a little bit of safety for death. Because if you're willing to sell a little bit of safety to lose your freedom, you do not deserve freedom at all. That's what is happening. You do not deserve freedom. None of you do. If you're willing to sell a little your freedom for a little bit of safety because of COVID, you don't deserve freedom at that point. You deserve freedom if you stand up. You fight back. You say no. You put your foot down. You say, fuck that. I'm not taking this vaccine because I'm not stupid. Why would I take a vaccine for a 99.999 survival rate? With a 94% survival rate at 70 and higher. Why would I do it? I'll say this. Have they told you how many flu breakouts are happening on the TV? Have they told you how many people are sick of other causes of heart disease and everything on CNN? They probably have not. All they're talking about is a little bit of COVID and the election fraud is not real. These people do not fucking care about you. They are after you. And Pedro, you have so much point. I go back to that. You can't apply for a job unless you take this vaccine. It's like I don't know how they're gonna do it, but like Bill Gates is literally trying to rush. Like here, Bill Gates is trying to rush. He's trying to rush an emergency vaccine. Now, like 2024, I think it was like another day, yesterday or something the day before, that he wants an emergency vaccine to hurry up. He wants to beat the other people. Just for a 99.9% survival rate. For all I know, I could have got it. I could have had COVID. I wouldn't know. You know why? Because I never got tested. I would not, because I had never had any symptoms. I've been normal this whole entire time. Everyone's like, well, you must have been asymptomatic. Dude, I might have had a flu my fucking life and never got it. Like, I've never taken a flu vaccine. I refused. I'm not anti-vax, but I am not taking a goddamn flu vaccine. I'm not going to inject the flu inside me. Oh, yeah, well, you won't survive. Your body won't fight. Your body is going to have to fight it anyways. If you're around someone that had it. If you went and touched a mask. You think a mask is gonna prevent a fucking virus from coming to your fucking mouth? To you? It's not. Well, the water droplets, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's stupid. A mask doesn't prevent it. That's why the CDC always says on the internet, like, well, the mask is not, they have no studies on it. They just like, well, 6 feet apart and a mask. I'm like, dude, actually, if there was an actual real live virus and thing, people wear literally a fucking hazmat suit. What is the population wearing a mask gonna do? It's not. An actual real scary virus that actually kills people with a 50% survival rate would be more serious. Not a 99.9% survival rate. But hey, what do I know? It's not like I went to war and got some shots, like a polio shot, and they injected like a bacterial thing in my arm and shit, and then my body beat it in one day. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Anyways. Hold up a second. Only thing that keeps me comfortable is that we survived both World War I and the Spanish flu. Yes, Talon, we survived. We survived a lot of things as human beings. But what we need to do is continue to survive. And this politics, COVID, all this bullshit in the world it's just force feeding ourselves a lot of lies. Everyone's like, oh, you don't believe in COVID. I never said I don't believe in COVID. I believe it is real, but I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's just it's like a basic cough. Everyone's like, no, it's not. I'm like, all right, how are you gonna tell me it's not when I went to a hospital during the time when it was spreading like crazy and there was no one in the hospitals? There was literally no cars in the hospital, only people working. They literally were telling no one to go to hospitals. They're telling people to stay home. And then they were telling people like, you'll get paid if you ride as a COVID death, or if you ride as a COVID infection, you get paid. Like, how is the hospital gonna report? How are they gonna get money? So they're like reporting COVID because they have to make money. And you know what? People that have COVID in the COVID wards are fucking obese people. Majority of people with obese or underlying conditions already. Not naturally healthy people, not kids, not healthy older people as well. My mother got COVID-19, stage 4 fucking cancer, beat it. How are you gonna tell me this thing's a very big deal? My mother has stage 4 cancer and can beat it. Shut the fuck up. That's why when anyone like tells me, you should wear a mask, I just want to slap somebody when they say that shit. I'm like, yeah, my mother wore a mask. My whole family wore a mask around people with masks, and they still got it. Stupidity rungs in our world right now. I feel like we're living in a day and age of, what's it called? What's that movie called where it's like, the future is like a bunch of stupid people? Idiocracy. The movie's called Idiocracy. That's what we live in right now. A bunch of idiots of Idiocracy time. I digress. Anyways, so this was the first broadcast on YouTube. Wanted to test it out, see how it went. You know what I mean? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we're gonna be doing a lot more better like conversations. I'm reading chat, talk to other people. You know, like getting involved with the chat and people that are watching. But if you haven't followed by now, go ahead and hit the subscribe right now. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. We are 31 subscribers away from 100. We're still a new channel, and we are going to move forward with more content on YouTube here and there. I actually am very excited. I was ecstatic some of you guys showed up without me even telling people. Like, that's crazy. It's a brand new channel. Takes time. But you're gonna see a lot. And we can't forget the human resources that hospitals are using exclusively on the virus and delaying the other treatments like cancer, et cetera, maybe much more people are dying from that. I would say people are dying because of so many reasons. Like, they're gonna write as a COVID death. I mean, think about it. Like, if someone died in a hospital during COVID, it's so easy to say that it's so easy to write it as a COVID death to make money and not say anything else, even though they died of cancer. The guy had cancer, died of cancer. Well, he died because of COVID. Technically speaking, he died because of COVID because he had cancer and he didn't get treatment at home or got any other treatment. So he died of a COVID-related death because during the time of COVID, he died during the time of COVID. So they'll write it as a COVID death. You think I'm joking? They actually do this in a hospital. I'm not a hospital person, but I've talked to some people that work in the COVID ward, and there's literally no one in there except obese people or people that are very sick that have like cancer and stuff, and they die of cancer, and they have to write out the COVID death because that's the only way they make money. Why do you think the media is doing this shit? Think it's serious? It's not serious. Death is serious? It is. But this thing is not serious. What's serious is the other diseases that we have to deal with, but they're not paying attention to it. That's why if you notice, there's no flu. They're not talking about the flu right now. They're talking about COVID still. This was supposed to be a 3-week shutdown that turned into a whole entire 2 years. Controlling you. Stand up. Fight back. I don't wear a mask. I'll say this. I don't wear a mask. Not because I'm an asshole. It's because I don't believe in it. I don't believe the mask works because it's not going to work. And any business that tells me you can't come in with a mask, I say, fuck you. And I don't come back. I have nothing against the people that want to do it because they got to work the job. I'll start a business, and you don't have to wear a mask in my business. I'll run the risk of getting sick from someone with COVID. I'll run that risk because I've been out in public for the past year, and I still haven't gotten sick. So I'll take my risk. I'll take the risk. Like, well, what about the other people? Dude, you ever heard of, some people, like, don't understand, like, anyone ever heard of herd immunity? Yeah, that actually works, but no one wants to try it. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys sometime maybe this week. Who knows? Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Turn the channel to live notifications. There's a bell at the top that looks like Elias. I think there's like a bell that looks like this somewhere, notifications. And then you should be able to watch it. Hey, thanks for modding for me, Mr. Moon. I don't have any commands yet, but I'll start making some soon. Hopefully this turned out for a first YouTube stream. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you guys probably. I'll see you guys this week. I'll probably broadcast tomorrow. It'll be like a 2-hour broadcast, 1 hour or 2-hour broadcast. Just like talking politics, talking to people, and really just getting heavily involved in talking things that matter. Peace out, guys.